जो बोलेंगे सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे. Please tell these people what all are the ways of how they can prepare for the interviews, what they should say, don't say. Guys, let's address the elephant in the room. See, there are about 720 people who are studying at Ford School of Management. The number is huge. So getting 720 people placed is like a huge task. What is the reality of placements here?
So we don't go below 10 LPA.
No matter what the case is.
Yeah, we don't go.
So
below that.
no company will come which is hiring below 10. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
One of my students shared a Reddit post with me which said that the placement rules have been changed on the campus, and there was this proper thread that I was reading. If yes, what are these changes that have happened? Who wants to answer that? Hey guys, what's up? Hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, I am still outside Ford School of Management. I thought after giving the tour of the campus and the hostel, I will go home. But no, luckily I met Yajur, who's the academic secretary here at Ford School of Management. Along with that, Yajur is one of my mentees, and I told him that, hey, I would love to talk to the students. And he was like, we can get you students to talk on the camera. You are ready?
कैसे हो आप?
बस एकदम बढ़िया, माइक पकड़ ले.
आपका भी कर रहे हैं आप.
चलो, let's go. Hey guys, I'm shooting like a honest student experience video. Do you mind if I talk to you guys? I've come through the recommendation of Yajur here. Cool, okay, then make some space. Aaja yaar, come. Okay, aaja. Yes. Okay guys, so last year I was here on the campus, and those videos were tremendously helpful to students, and that is why I thought of making another video. I thought that I will not be able to meet you guys because they said there's some drive and all that's going on, so I was just shooting the campus, but luckily Yajur was here. Okay, so I'm going to have a conversation with you around very general stuff, but something that is valuable for the students. So pehle quickly introduce yourself and tell me where are you from.
Okay, so my name is Raghav Batish. I'm from Delhi, and I'm studying here at 4, and I'm pursuing a PGDM core in marketing and strategy.
Hello everybody, I'm Assis Babbar and I'm from Chandigarh. I'm pursuing my PGDM in marketing and finance.
Amazing. What about you?
So hello everyone, my name is Pavi Gupta and I'm from the city of Ghaziabad and I'm pursuing PGDM in the field of finance and marketing.
Hello, I am Prakriti. I am from Kolkata, West Bengal. I am pursuing PGDM in financial management.
Hello everyone, my name is Tamanna and I am from Karnal, that is a city in Haryana, and I am pursuing here my PGDM in finance.
Hi everyone, my name is Yajur Rastogi, and I am studying here in PGDM Financial Management, and I'm a second year student.
Yajur, very good diversity you've gotten here. Different specializations, different backgrounds. Really good. My first question is, before you joined Ford School of Management, I'm pretty sure you would have looked at other colleges as well. So I want you to be open and tell me what those other colleges were and why did you end up choosing 4 over the others. You can start, Yajur, patao.
So I had the opportunity to interview for many other colleges like IMI, TAPMI and Great Lakes, but I believe that 4 was, had a very good name, and they were it has a very good alumni base. So I believe that the programs they offered and the placement reports they have, I believe it was a right fit for me, and that is why I chose Ford School of Management.
Fair enough. What about you?
So I also have some other calls like IMI, IMT and GIM Gurgaon, but I choose 4 because the diversity that I have seen here, because we have the specializations of finance, marketing, big data analytics and everything. Apart from that, other reason was also about the international exposure that we get here.
So yes, the first and the very foremost reason was International Immersion Program, where we get to learn one particular course outside in Europe, Singapore and many more countries.
So कौन गया हुआ international immersion के लिए?
All of us.
All of you. So where all have you gone? Where have you gone?
Germany.
What about you?
Germany.
What about you?
The entire finance batch went to Germany.
Okay, and what about
I
you?
went to Singapore.
Okay, what about you?
I went to Singapore.
Singapore as well.
Okay, so Singapore versus Germany. I mean, I've been to Singapore but not to Germany. But I would love to go to Germany. So कैसे हुआ कि why did they go to Germany and why not you guys?
So different batches go to different locations. For us as PGDM core students, we go to Singapore, both to NTU and NUS based on the specialization that you have.
And in Germany, which school did you go to?
Frankfurt School of Business. And we were taught 3 different courses. So we can just opt for one of the courses.
Oh wow, that's really good, yeah. And were they of genuine learning or it was just कि ठीक है घूम फिर के आ गए?
नहीं, absolutely. Full takeaways were there. 3 different courses था. So we were given full liberty कि आप कोई एक course opt कर लो. And then learning बहुत अच्छा था. Exposure बहुत बढ़िया था. So yes.
Okay, and do you have to separately pay for it?
No, it's all included.
So the visa cost and all also?
Everything. Visa, we were given allowances for stay, and then breakfast, meals, everything was inclusive.
And the local travel there, everything?
Everything. We have got an allowance.
Shopping भी इन्होंने करवा दी होगी?
नहीं, shopping हमारे.
Okay. Alright, what about you? Yeah? Which colleges were you looking at?
So I was looking at IMI New Delhi, TAPME, GLIM, but the reason I chose for was the dual specialization because I was very much confused about whether I should go build a career in finance or in marketing. So I think I got to experience both here and I was able to make a final choice in finance.
No, but tell me one thing, guys. Like, is dual specialization a good thing or a bad thing? Because we are living in a very hyper specialized world. तो एक चीज करो, एक अच्छे से करो, or do you think it's okay कि ठीक है finance and marketing कर लो? And what do you think? Like,
I would like to say hyper specialized की जगह एक T-shape learning हो जाती है because in first year we learn all the courses, marketing भी होता है, operations भी होता है, finance भी होता है, and then in second year when you choose your 2 specializations, तो जो आपको ज़्यादा अच्छा लग रहा होता है, you can more focus on that and rest you can fill in or fillers.
Fair enough.
So I think I like that.
got it. What about you?
I had BIMTech, IMI in my list. However, I chose 4 because I thought it was a good fit. And again, I could learn 2 of the majors that I want. It's not a minor and a major. There are 2 majors, which again also helps in placements and future careers.
Okay, what about you?
So I had the option of GIM and GLIM, but I chose to go for 4 because of the extensive pedagogy here at 4. It's basically a research institute with a lot of with a great alumni base, so that added to the choice of me getting here.
Fair enough. Guys, another major thing that I made a video on last year was about the whole interview prep. See, honestly speaking, 4 is a competitive school, right? It's not that मैंने सोचा मेरे को जाना है और मैं हो गया. You guys have to go through that whole CAT and everything, like get a good percentile. And after that also, interview process is something very, very stringent where I saw so many people getting rejected. Now I want each one of you, if possible, I mean whosoever wants to do that, to please share your interview experience. Please tell these people what all are the ways of how they can prepare for the interviews, what they should say, don't say, so that they can make it through. Because they all will be in the stage of, preparing for the interviews and all that. So whosoever wants to share their interview experience, who wants to do that?
I think I'll go first. So we have a diverse set of people here. I'm a fresher with a gap year because I prepared for UPSC as well. So my interview was generally focused around whether what did I learn in my UPSC journey, and it's basically that you should know yourself. And there was an extempore round as well, so they made me choose a topic, and then we.
So what was your topic?
So my topic was around the at that point of time, the recent controversy was around the acquisition of the Future Group.
Okay.
So that was my topic, and then I spoke about it for 2 minutes.
So are the topics business related?
Not necessarily. I think everyone here had different topics.
Okay.
If they can share their own experience.
Okay.
For the extempore round, there's actually a bowl of topics that you have to choose from.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a surprise what you have and what
Right.
other people have.
What
So
did you have?
I had a topic around Indian economy and how it has been growing over the past few years and what were the mistakes that people have made
Great.
in the economic.
And any tips that you would like to give to the people who are preparing for the interviews right now?
Yeah, I think I was a fresher straight out of college. So they asked me about my academics and what I have learned, not just about my particular course, but a little around it. For example, I was a BCom honors graduate, so they ask about accounting as well as economics.
Okay, so they can ask you subject-based questions
Yes,
as well.
yes.
So you all got some subject-based questions maybe for like accounts, business studies, economics, that all happened?
Yes.
Okay, and do they also ask general knowledge questions?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so relating to business only or in general anything?
In general knowledge, yeah.
Okay, and is there any case study round or something like that as well?
Not necessarily, but again, the interview processes change every year, so
Okay.
it can be included.
And how long were your interviews for?
Mine lasted for around 15 to 20 minutes.
And who takes these interviews?
Faculties, we have different set of faculties who are properly aligned for just taking this admission process, so they only conduct these interviews.
Okay, and how many of them?
Like for me, we have that liberty to be part of an online interview, so 3 of them were there in the panel.
Okay, that's pretty good. So on online and offline both interviews
Yeah,
happened and all
both,
that.
yeah.
Great, guys. Another thing that I have is around the profiles. Like, what kind of profiles usually get the shortlist? Like, what do you think is the minimum criteria for like the competitive exam or your scores in undergrad or your 12th boards? Who wants to help me with that? Yeah. Who wants to help for the profile?
I think your past academics definitely helps.
Okay.
If you have a good background, academic background, internships, and a good graduation college, that of course helps. Not just in college admissions, but also in your placements.
Got it.
And another, I think any profile, any background, as long as you're doing good, you're confident, you know about yourself, and you're clear about what do you want to do in future, you're also.
But CAT minimum percentile.
85.
85.
to 90. It will
Okay.
be the range. Also, they will be really focusing upon like why you are switching towards management. They can ask you for a sales pitch to happen. So these are certain things that can happen instead of case studies. That
Okay.
takes place.
And also, one more, the most important question is like, why do you want to pursue MBA?
Right.
Like, if you can justify that, you can convince them. Like, you have to sell yourself in terms of why do you
Right.
want to pursue that. So if you can do that, then I guess it's.
And guys,
success.
important thing is please don't use ChatGPT for that. Because then everybody will have the same answer and you will not be able to stand out. I think that's very important. Guys, just one last question that I have. You've been here for like almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
So please tell me what's been your best part of studying here at Ford School of Management and what is something that you did not like? Whosoever wants to share that.
Infrastructure is something, and in-house like residential campus, that is something that we do miss as MBA graduates. And the best part about here is the opportunities that we get, the summer internships, the immersion programs, etc. The faculties, we have phenomenal faculties.
Okay. What about you?
I would say again the worst part would be the residential campus is something we miss out because we don't get to bond that much. The best part would be the events, the freshers, the farewell, the annual event Genesis. All of that has been my core memories. I had fun. I made friends there, and the celebrations not only bring us the fun part, but also big learnings come along with it. So they have helped me develop that kind of personality where I learn people management and personality development. So I love
Great.
that.
What about you people?
I think being around people from different backgrounds actually help you to learn a lot from everybody around us. So the classroom is mixed with people from various backgrounds. That is something that actually makes learning interesting.
Okay, what about you?
So being part of the event organization committee, I believe we have implemented a lot of programs that have happened at the college. So that has given us the opportunity to interact with a lot of new people. Has inculcated stakeholder management and within us, people management, and just in general, the holistic experience has been great so
Pretty
far.
good. But क्या अच्छा नहीं लगा तुम दोनों ने नहीं बताया यार?
Again, there is no residential campus, so that is something that we miss. We have to vacate the campus at 8 p.m. So that
Okay,
is-
no, but guys, other than that,
Other than that, I believe like more space in terms of sports facilities.
Okay,
that is
got it.
something which
Fair
the
enough,
campus
fair enough.
lacks. So
Okay,
therein we
great.
can, if we could improve.
yes. What about you guys यार? तुम लोग तो एकदम साइड पे हो ही गए यार. भूल ही गए हम तुम्हें यार.
The best part about this college is the exposure that we got. Apart from the regular faculties that we got, we also have the visiting faculties. Like they came and gave our lectures. Like in a course of 20 sessions, the 4 sessions were given by the visiting faculties. Those have the industry experience. So we also get that exposure here.
Yes, adding to her point, the college also organize various workshops and seminars, which the learning does not happen just in the classroom; it also happens outside. And as Aziz has also mentioned that there are a lot of people from different diversity and different geographic locations, so you learn a lot from just listening to them. So it's a very good experience, and I believe it develops you holistically.
Great. Guys, I'm sorry यार last question करके भी 4 पूछ रहा हूँ. But another thing that came to my mind is around the committees system. Like, you are obviously in the events committee, but what are the other committees that are there? Like, what all committees are you all part of?
So basically, I am Prakriti, and I am an academic secretary at Ford School of Management Students Council.
Yajul के साथ.
Yes.
Okay. Student council, supremacy.
Yeah.
So is student council the best thing here? कि place कौन better
Oh
है?
my god! Oh my god! That could be a rift now. But yeah, I'm also part of Students Council. I'm vice president here at Ford Student Council. I would like to say we have diverse set of committees. We have corporate committees that remain in the contact with our alumni and that remain in contact with the entire corporate sector. So it helps in the terms of building a professional connection. And we have other, for example, they are part of the event organizing committees, and we have many other committees. We have Center of Excellences as well.
There was somewhere I was reading about the think tank. What is
yeah,
that?
that is she's a
Oh,
part
तो
of
पता
it.
है नहीं यार आपने what exactly is that?
So Think Tank is the business competitions and the consulting committee of our School of Management, in which we organize the certain case study competitions. Apart from that, we were regularly working upon the seminars related to the consulting and how to ace case competitions, and we were regularly sending them mails regarding the guesstimates and how to solve the cases.
Got it. This is so cool. Guys, one last question. Just kidding यार और कोई नहीं है. But thank you so much guys. You've been really kind. Yeah. Wish you all the best and I'll see you super soon again. Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yajul, help me find more people. Yeah. चलो आओ. ठीक है. Guys, I've gotten hold of another bunch of people here at Ford School of Management. With them also, we will try getting all the masala. These students have promised me they're going to give me good controversy stories. So, jo bolenge, sach ke siwa kuch nahi bolenge. Awesome. Quickly introduce yourself and tell me where are you from?
Hi, my name is Shubhankar. I am born and brought up in Delhi. I am an engineer by nature and I'm here to do my MBA.
MBA which course, bhai?
It's marketing and strategy.
Amazing. What about you?
Hi, this is Nimish Grover. Here at Ford School of Management, I'm pursuing PGDM in Financial Management and I'm also part of the placement cell here.
Hi, I'm Kapil Dev Singh. I'm from Uttar Pradesh, holds an experience of 3 years in operation and
Which
doing
company, bro?
and Vivo
Okay.
and doing PGDM in operations specialization.
Amazing.
Hello, myself Rishirup Chakravarti. I am from the first year PGDM batch. I hail from Northeast, Tripura, Agartala. It's a beautiful place. And I'm also an engineer.
Hello everyone, I'm Shraddha Vaishnavi and I hail from Chennai. I'm here at Ford to pursue my MBA with specialization in finance and HR.
So Shraddha, moving all the way from Chennai to Delhi, what a culture shock. How does that feel
No,
to be?
even though I am from Chennai, but I stay in Mumbai, so I do have a base in North.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning everyone. I am Kunal Badguzar. I hail from Nasik. I also head the alumni relations over the Ford School of Management and I am from Mumbai.
So what does alumni relation do, buddy?
We interact all the year round through 8,000 plus alums. We get them on campus. We host their alumni meets. We get different roles which are emerging in the market about new technologies like AI is coming, like marketing roles, FinOps roles, data inclusion in the roles. These interactions we have with the alum all the year round.
Awesome, great. What about you?
Hello everyone, my name is Shuvra Datta Banik. I am from Kolkata. I am a born engineer and doing my PGDM in Big Data Analytics and I am heading the IT and database team in Ford Alumni Network itself.
And what does the IT and database team do?
So basically, as my colleague said, we are having a database of 8,000 plus alumni. Handling that is a task. And also dividing the whole alumni base into different domains. That is a consulting domain, FSI domain, which my fellow career division knows. So I handle the whole database part and the IT part of my committee.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Ashwin Khandelwal. I am pursuing my PGDM in BDA and I am also a part of the corporate interaction division.
BDA means Big Data Analytics?
Yes.
Okay, so what does corporate division do?
So we bring some of the biggest industry leaders from the biggest MNCs in the country and the world to our campus, which we then also try to make them a part of the placement process.
Amazing. This is really good. Yeah, good introductions you guys have got. Guys, let's address the elephant in the room. See, there are about 720 people who are studying at Ford School of Management. The number is huge. Everybody does MBA majorly for placements. So getting 720 people placed is like a huge task. So the biggest doubt that people have is what is the reality of placements here? What's the percentage? What's the highest package, average package, lowest package? What are the companies that are visiting?
So currently, I'll say that yes, it's a humongous task placing 440 students, 1440 students overall. But I believe Ford School of Management has taken that initiative up since last year. We have maintained 100% placement both in summers and finals. And the current average, if I talk about the finals, it stands at 16.4 and the median stands at 15.2.
So 16 point, matlab 50% of the batches getting 16 lakhs and above.
Yes.
Okay. Pretty solid. Or what else?
So you also talked about the companies that are visiting.
Yes.
So the few names that I can take is legacy brands like ITC visits our campus every year. If I talk about the financial sector, Marsh McLennan visit our campus. Banks like ICICI Bank visit our campus. Axis Bank visits our campus. If I talk about the FMCD sector, BenQ India has come to our campus this year. If I talk specifically about internships, we have legacy brands like Asian Paints come to our campus. ITC itself also hires for the summers. So yeah, I believe.
And what's the highest package?
The highest package, if I talk about the finals, it was 27 lakhs last year. It was offered by Flipkart. So we also have a thing, see, I'll just say there are some students who have participated in case comms throughout the year. So what happens is that we have placements that we facilitate from our campus and also students participate in different case competitions and they also secure placements from them.
No, I will get to the case comms in a while from now,
Yeah.
but tell me, what is the lowest package? कि like इससे नीचे तो किसी का लगेगा ही नहीं. What is that?
We generally have a bar and a standard that we set from the campus.
Which is what?
So we don't go below 10 LPA.
No matter what the case is.
Yeah, we don't go.
So
below that.
no company will come which is hiring below 10. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we don't go below that.
Okay. Next question who wants to answer is around the roles. Like what are the kind of roles are you getting? Are these very salesy roles which is like inflated packages and all that, or what are the kind of roles? Who wants to answer?
Okay, so primarily at 4, we're getting sales roles across different sectors. We have the banking sector, we have consulting sector. So throughout the sectors, we primarily get sales roles. So it's a marketing-driven, really placement strategy. So all of the students, they are kind of going into a marketing or sales role, and then again we finance is the second strongest domain we have here. So the kind of profiles we have here in finance would be a business analyst, or it would be an equity analyst. And in fact, this year for summers also, we have an investment, we opened a investment banking interns profile as well. So most of the roles we get here are either sales or either they're finance.
Okay, good enough. Now, guys, one of my students shared a Reddit post with me which said that the placement rules have been changed on the campus, and there was this proper thread that I was reading. So I thought I'll come on the campus and I'll talk about that. Please tell me if that is true. Like, if there are any changes in the placement rules that have happened. If yes, what are these changes that have happened? Who wants to answer that?
It is indeed true. We reformed our rules. The idea was, as you mentioned, one of the largest cohort, 720 per batch.
Yes.
The idea was we wanted to give equal opportunity to everybody. We reduced the number of interviews that you could go. Everything else was still the same. The interviews were reduced. That's the final interviews.
No,
not
so
even the first.
पहले क्या rule थे और अब क्या rule हुए हैं वो बताओ मुझे.
It has been decreased from 10 to 5. And what we're doing is, because we increased the batch size, we maintain that industry standard. Reason being, we want to make sure that every student gets an equal opportunity in the role of their liking.
Okay, so what you mean to say is that earlier people could sit for as many number of companies they want to. Now they can sit for only 10?
So they could sit for as many number of companies. They could still sit for as many number of companies that they want to sit for. The final interviews that they could give on the campus has been limited.
Okay, so it's just कि यार फालतू में जाके to take other people's opportunities.
Absolutely.
You shouldn't do it. So you can only choose very handpick क्या final interview में किसके बैठो.
Exactly. And add on to that, town hall is something which is regular. We got the sentiment where our dean of both placements and academics will sit down, understand the sentiment of the batch, try to understand where they're coming from, and then regulate or reform the rules as required. So once we realized that this particular rule was, creating a notion of anxiety among students because of the limited number of companies, a reform was produced. And what we did was we relaxed it to a certain extent, where it is both, again, understanding that we want to give equal opportunity to everybody, but we do not want them to restrict themselves.
True, yeah, because see, at the end of the day, like I said, a lot of people do MBA because they want to get placed.
Absolutely.
So you want to have your chance at everything, yeah. Matlab, 500 companies are, I would love to sit for 500 of them.
True.
And see where I get the highest package, all that. This is, I think, good from the management side because they want that everybody gets it equal, but I think unfair for super smart people because they would love to sit on 10 different offers. And very good for people who are in the lower strata.
Absolutely.
Because उनको एक दो भी मिल जाए तो बहुत बड़ी बात है. What was the response of the students when it came to these rules?
The initial response was not, obviously, it produced a lot of anxiety. Reason being, as you mentioned, the students that, could sit for 10 or 20 different companies were limited.
तो गुस्सा तो आता है भाई.
The idea is I might get a package which is not the best of the organization, that might come late. But now I have to sit for this company because this is also a good company. But one of the things I might have give up today and sit for this particular company because it's a good organization, a good brand name. That is why that relaxation was produced, and to an extent where not only the lower batch but the higher batch could have additional opportunities.
Great. Guys, last question that I have is how, again, I understood the rule. That is from the management, ki, you can sit for only 5 interviews. But still, cracking those 5 interviews is also not very easy.
Absolutely.
Right. So I want to know what all is it efforts that you're making to get placed in the best companies. I'm also making this because, see, a lot of people will not be able to make it to Ford School of Management, but they still want to get placed. So what is the tips, tricks, strategies you would like to give कि यार हम ऐसा कर रहे हैं to get our students placed, or this is what we are doing separately कि कोई बच्चा कोई और भी स्कूल में बैठा which is not as good as 4, they also can कि यार यहाँ के बच्चे ये कर रहे हैं हम भी ऐसा कर लें so that we can do well. What is it that you would like to guide? Like, and दिल से बताना जो भी whosoever wants to take.
So I'll just start this particular question by stating that placement in this college is not a singular committee. It is an umbrella wherein we have different committees. Us being the placement team, we have FAN Alumni Network, which is Alumni Network. We have the Corporate Interaction Division. We have the Personal Enhancement Cell. All of this brings together the placement and make sure that we're constantly engaging with corporate committees. We're making sure that students are prepared to the best extent. and we're constantly engaging with our alumni, which is of 8,000 people.
That's really good, but I was just talking to your batchmates and they said student council is way better than placecom.
Students have their sentiments, is what I say.
I'm just kidding. ऐसा बोला नहीं है.
Don't have the sentiment.
But okay, get it. And what else? What else? Like, give me, like, I understood your thing. Like, okay, every committee is coming together to help students. But exactly क्या कर रहे हो? Like, how is it that you're preparing for these group discussions, interviews? How is all of that happening?
To add on to that, I believe the best people to answer this are the umbrella, and we'll shift to that, and we'll take the alumni and then the corporate interaction to tell more about it.
Keep it short.
So I'll keep it short. So generally what we are doing, as we first only told that we have 8,000 plus alums. So we have them in all types of sectors, being in HR, marketing, FinOps, everything. Now for being a legacy brand, we have alums from who are currently CXOs, directors, VPs, HR. Whenever they are in Delhi, whenever all around the India, they provide their expertise. Like what are the current roles, what skill sets do students require, how they can help getting the placements. So at 4, not only the placement team helps, the alumni network also shares the opportunities, like these are opportunities in my organization or my any known organizations. This is how we get the placements to them also.
Okay.
So we at Team CID, we do sessions from industry leaders. Now these leaders are majorly in senior leadership such as CXOs, vice presidents. And the sessions conducted by these leaders serve two purposes. They educate the students about what is happening in that industry. And then we also try to convert them for placements. So thereby strengthening the pipeline further.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, add.
So we've talked about our alumni committee and we've talked about the corporate interaction division. Now we have 2 other committees left. That is the personality enhancement cell and the corporate relations committee. So now the thing is the personality enhancement cell. What they're doing is the students that are not able to really clear GDs or they're not able
This
to.
is very important because बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग होते हैं कि यार CAT WAT तो अच्छा दे दिया, marks तो आ गए, but how do we get the communication skills, interpersonal skills? Please continue.
Yeah, you can get into a college, but you need to have those communication skills. And you're sitting for an interview and you're not able to clear it. So what PEC, Personality Enhancement Cell, is doing is that they have collaborated with a third-party organization and they come to the campus. They take the mock interviews of students and mock GDs of students. So that is one thing that
This is very good.
Personality Enhancement Cell is doing. And then there's a Corporate Relations Committee, which is a newly formed committee as well. And they were formed for this reason only, for the preparation of students. So what they have done is they have created a kind of a compendium that helps all the students here in the committee who are like first years, they're new here, so they don't know what is going on. So that compendium will contain all of the details of what committee does what work, and it helps them to really guide and steer them through their MBA journey. So
Fair
that's
enough. Got it. That's about it, guys. I think that's really good. I'm pretty sure it'll be very beneficial for people. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video till the very end. I hope now all your doubts are cleared because I have done the interview preparation, got all the masala regarding the placements and the rules, all those things. So thank you so much for watching this video till the very end. If you still have any doubts, I'm more than happy to help. So make sure you comment below and do share this video amongst your friends, family members. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, press the bell icon, guys. Bye, bol do yaar. And say subscribe to my channel also. Subscribe.